And I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect.
Very recently, I familiarized myself with the film called Life in a Metro. Quite deliberately, I was delaying it just because of its sequels to release. That movie was so simple and relaxing among the complexities of human relationships in a metropolis with the finest possible ensemble. And after almost 18 years, Anurag Basu brought the spiritual sequel of his film named Metro InDino, which basically follows the exact same template as the previous one, exploring and resembling the roller coaster ride of the human relationships. Has it matched the same energy and charm as the previous one? That I'll be discussing in this video. So, this is Point of View, and I'll be discussing the good, the bad, and the verdict in this video so you can make an informed decision about whether this movie deserves your theater visit or not. Let me discuss the aspects that I thought could be better while watching it. The treatment of metro cities in this film diverges from the previous movie, which genuinely reflected the soul of Mumbai, with Basu treating the city as a character. In contrast, this movie shifts its narrative across multiple cities, yet they all appear strikingly similar to one another. This upsets me a bit. And also the studio shoots. Those were actually on the face. You can clearly notice that the most of the movie was shot in a studio in a setup, although I have an explanation in that take. The setup was polished and gimmicky because it showcased the fabrication of any relationship. People often try to portray their best possible version in front of people, no matter how damaged they are from their inside. So it might be a creative liberty from Basu's side, and whoever had approved Sarah's look should have apologized to her at least. Now, let's come to the other side of the coin, the good. A perfectly elongated introduction. The intro, wrapped in a melody, was so beautifully crafted that you would understand from the very first minute what to expect. The same interconnected characters as the first installment, and everyone was struggling in their relationship, which is inevitable, but still wanted to stay together. That take was very well choreographed. The dynamics. This time Anurag took a very huge spectrum to tell his narrative on relationships, from a teenager who's understanding her sexual orientation to the very young polar opposite souls, to the newly married couples who are confused about having a child or not, to the aged individuals who have dealt with toxic marriage, to loneliness. Basu has portrayed every single aspect beautifully. The music. This was completely a musical movie where the dialogues were also delivered through melodies. Quite a very new concept in Indian cinema, but not fresh, of course. And all the songs, I'm reiterating again, all the songs were written in the most heartfelt way. The integration of Raghav Chaitanya and Papon has my heart, and of course, Arijit. Pritam had done a tremendous job, and how the songs fit into the screenplay effortlessly, that was praiseworthy. The moments. This movie is all about designing the moments between the characters. The pre-interval scene will have my heart, and the father-daughter track between Darshana Banik and Anupam Kher, that's called golden writing. The ensemble had nailed it. I can't point out anyone alone to appreciate. Everyone here delivered the very balanced performance to maintain the overall quality. The presentation of the overall movie was quite unique, and after a point, it might have felt a bit stretched because of its long duration, and possibly that's why it will get the polarized reaction. It can work for some and none for others, and I think that will completely depend upon the experiences an individual gathered throughout their life. So this is normal. And the only thing that I hate about this movie is the way the relationships were treated just to get them back on the track by having an affair. I found that bizarre. I don't understand the concept of it, which I strongly oppose. You can't make an equation to work your relationships. If you love someone, you need to fall in love with that same individual multiple times, and there is no other option. Let that sink. This is the exciting thing about love. Do not engage with these in your mind. And I think people in love are always very different in breed. They won't get exploited. And that's the video. So what is your opinion on this? If you have watched it, please let me know in the comments. You can follow me on Instagram. The handle is PointoView9. Thank you so much for watching. See you at the point of view.